Hi, I'm Jen Smith. Welcome to Launch Your Rocket. This is Weekend Wisdom, where real wisdom meets real life. It's a weekly drop of truth for new believers, simple, practical, and easy to apply. It's a faith nugget every Saturday and Sunday. Just helps you build a foundation, find some clarity, and maybe even draw you closer to a relationship with God. Let's dive in. Today's episode, we're going to talk about reclaiming your mind and your heart. What am I talking about? Negative thoughts. You ever have that moment where one tiny doubt sneaks in and before you know it, you're convinced that your whole life is falling apart? It happens so fast. And the crazy part is it's a cycle and we all do it. Negative thoughts don't just show up once and leave. They repeat and they reinforce themselves. And if you don't stop them, they shape your entire reality. And that's why so many people feel stuck. They're unknowingly replaying the same lies over and over. But the truth is, you don't have to stay trapped. You can break the loop of negativity. 2 Corinthians 10:5 says, take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. That means that when a thought enters your mind, you don't just accept it. You grab hold of it, you examine it, and you decide if it aligns with God's truth. If you don't know, reach out to me. I'll tell you. And if it doesn't, it has to go. So how do we do that? Let's walk through how we can do that. Number one, identify the lie first. Understand that negative thoughts are not from God. You were never intended to feel like you were not enough, or you were not worthy, or that you're depressed, or you're stuck, or like nothing ever works out for you. Those are worldly lies. The world has been feeding you that script, and it was never meant for you. What am I talking about? I don't know. You're never enough. You're not worthy. You're stuck. You'll never find love. We all know this. Nothing works out for me. This is garbage. And if you don't crush those lies, they will crush your spirit and dictate your life. So how can we live a life that's on fire? The life that God designed for us when we're letting that babbling nonsense run through your ears and your eyes all day? All right, no more. We're not tolerating it anymore. Today, we're going to reclaim our mind and our heart. It's time to shut down the noise and the lies of the world and start living in truth. How? Well, we replace it with God's truth. If a lie is taking up space in your mind, it's time to evict it. The only way to do that is to replace it with truth. And here's how it's going to work. I'm not good enough is going to be replaced with I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That's Psalm 139:14. I'll help you. I know it's going to take time. How about nothing ever works out for me? We're going to look at God is working all three things out for good. That's in Romans. Or I feel lost. How about the Lord establishes my steps? That's Proverbs. I'll never be successful. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. That's what the good book says in Proverbs. God doesn't have a plan for me. Everybody says that. How about for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. That's Jeremiah 29:11, one of my family favorites. Every single fear, doubt, or insecurity that the enemy throws at you, God already has a truth that cancels it out. So the third thing we're going to do is then repeat the truth until it sticks. This is where the real shift happens. You don't just replace a lie once and walk away. You repeat God's truth until it becomes your new default. Every time that lie sneaks back in, you're going to replace it. Say it out loud, write it down, pray over it. You're not available to the lies anymore. Your mind and your heart belong to God, and he is filling it with truth, and that is going to just elevate your life. Now, I know some of you are watching this right now and thinking, okay, but what if I don't know what truth is? What if I don't know where to start? Listen, you don't have to learn all of this overnight. If there's a lie, know it's not from God, and know there is a truth. You can always ask me. But if you don't know God's word, that's okay. That's why I'm here. That's why the Bible's here. Go to B101. You can read there. That's on my website. Start simple. Find someone who knows the truth and can point you to the direction. Message me. Ask me questions. Let me help you find the perfect truth for your situation. Again, you can go to my website. There's a course called B101. It's the easiest, most straightforward way to understand God's word. Why do I even want to know God's word? What does he offer for me? Just start learning his way, because his way brings you the life on fire that you're seeking. It's so much simpler than people think. You just need to be pointed in the right direction. And I'll be your partner in this. This isn't self-help. This is God help. And this is how you elevate your life, and I'm here for you. That's the nugget. That's it for today's episode on Weekend Wisdom. If what you heard has some value, please think about subscribing and clicking the like button, sharing with a friend. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at Launch Your Rocket. You can go to launchyourrocket.com, which is my website, where we'll have a community and a lot of resources for you. And I am always available. You can contact me anytime. I also have 2 other shows if you want a little bit more than a little nugget on the weekends. I have The Truth Behind the Trend, where we challenge worldly podcasts and self-help. And then I have 4 days a week, a podcast or a show called Elevate that helps you live a life on fire with purpose. So I hope I get to know you, and I hope you'll join me. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next weekend.